Hello, men. This is Chris with the Age of Reason. Hello, women as well. You are a part of us. You are a part of mankind. Surely, everything that impacts us men in this reality impacts you as well. While the whole world spirals out of control, you are also touched by this. We're all just trying to hold on right now and figure out when this ride is going to end. And when will this ride end? That's the question I think that's on everyone's mind. They started this off with some fabricated story about a virus that's supposed to be wiping out mankind, supposed to be at epidemic and pandemic levels, which should mean that people are just falling over in public. It should mean that the wagons are out in the streets, bring out your dead. It should mean all these things, but it doesn't mean that because this shit's not happening the way they tell us. And still, everybody, I can't say everybody because if you're listening here, you're not a part of the everybody. Most people are taking the fucking pill and they're taking it down. They are swallowing everything that is given to them. Everything is spoon-fed to their brain. They're taking it all without question, without concern. I think there are concerns, but I think people have so much anxiety, so much unspoken anxiety, that they don't know what to do, what to think, or what to say. Let me tell you, when you go out and about and you see these people who are wearing the masks and you look at them, you can just see the fear in their eyes. They're terrified. Everybody is terrified. You can see the fear. You can't hear what they have to say because their voices are muffled underneath their masks. No matter how cute and trendy they get with their decorations on them and everything else, they have not realized that they are being censored, conditioned, and controlled right now. They cannot fathom it. And you know a lot of people are thinking about it, but they're pushing it away. So they started off the year this way, and look how they're trying to end it now with something very predictable. A lot of people have been talking about this before it happened. They suspended so-called presidency. Well, of course, this is just another part of the show to keep everyone distracted, all right? We already knew that this was going to happen. And we already know what's going to happen in terms of the puppet face of the so-called presidency when this is all done. All right. But here's what a lot of people may have forgotten, or a lot of people never knew. And that is that FEMA has been put in control of this country anyway. And so there you have it. You don't need to have a standing presidential face. You don't need to have an active president with an agency in control. FEMA is a very powerful agency, and it is in complete control right now. And everything that you see on the media that's telling you about their lying and stealing the presidency from Trump or whatever, his job was to get us to this point all along. And he has done this. This is not about the face of a politician or an actor in this case. They're all actors. This is about something greater and deeper that is being directed guided, controlled, and steered right into your home. People are not paying enough attention, and the few that aren't having their voices heard when they try to get some information out. We as individuals have a very limited platform in terms of an audience. So his job was to take us to this stage. This is a part of the 2020 vision, the whole thing. And what's the vision? It's a couple different things. First of all, it's the fourth industrial revolution, which is already coming in very rapidly. If you have a job, you are seeing it. If you've never heard the term fourth industrial revolution before, you should look it up and reflect on how your job is changing, how they're streamlining things, how they're working to eliminate extra steps, no matter what the job is. It doesn't have to be a factory. It could be working at a checkout. It could be working at a gas station. Any number of mundane jobs. Companies are having to adopt these new standards under various different bodies like OSHA and things like that. Your shopping habits are already changing. You have already placed more orders directly to your door than you ever have in your entire life, and you know it. Some of you have gone out to the stores and seen certain items removed or cut off from people. One valid thing to think about was during the beginning of all of this, when stores like Walmart would not sell lawnmowers or landscaping equipment. Certain aspects of the store were blocked off, and nobody questioned why. Well, they questioned, but they didn't really get an answer, and we couldn't think hard enough on it at the time. Yet here we are now, and we can see how it's been going in accordance with what they're trying to do, what they're going to do. Something else that is going to happen, and I have told people for years that this was coming. I have told people that this concept was never ever scrapped, is the Project for the New American Century, or Pnac. What is Pnac, you may ask? What is the Project for a New American Century? The Project for a New American Century is a borderless North American continent. Rather, a borderless American continent. So Canada, the United States of America, and Mexico would all be bound under one standard of law. And with your law comes your currency. Remember, your rights come at the cost and value of your dollar. They are bringing in the digital cryptocurrency, and they will adopt this as the Amero. You watch. The Amero idea was never ever scrapped. They won't be issuing a hard coin or a paper currency for it. It will be a digital cryptocurrency. All you have to do is pay attention to the odd news blurbs that come through on your mobile phone, on your mobile device. They inundate you with news at all times. And some of the biggest news blurbs that I get revolve around the progeneration of cryptocurrency in this country and other countries. Other countries are already on the way, starting up, using them. Okay? Can't happen here. It's coming. It's coming. Trudeau up there in Canada He's going to team up with whoever here in the United States and whoever in Mexico, and they're going to bring this new American century into your life. You will be a part of this new American century. This was never about elections. This was never about your rights or your constitution, because your constitution off the bat is nothing more than a legal document drafted by lawyers. No, this was never about any of those things. This is about the new machination of what you can expect for the rest of your lives and the rest of your children's lives. This is where they are taking you, whether you want to go there or not. You are here with us on this bitch. This is what they're doing. Not one politician is elected by the vote of the common masses. The common masses are serfs and slaves and have no voice. They have the illusion of a voice. They are voiceless. No ruling class would ever allow the poorest majority underneath it to tell them, we're done with you, you gotta go. No ruling class would ever do that. This is class warfare. You don't have a choice in this. Not by those means. None of this has ever been about the race stories on the news that are keeping everyone at odds with each other during a time of brutal, unspoken anxiety. None of this. These are all just smear campaigns, red herrings, things like that. Just things to derail you and keep you off track. That's what they all are. They're nothing more than distractions. So long as you're distracted, you won't know what's going to hit you. You have no idea. This is just a short blurb. I just wanted to touch base with everybody. I hope that you're all very well during this very strange time. I hope that everyone's families are safe and that everyone is healthy out there. I hope that if you have any types of problems with the limitless substances that are available to abuse and destroy yourself with in this world, I hope that you will start to remove them from yourself, because we are going to have to remain as wide-eyed, open-eyed, open-minded as possible. The time for slowly killing yourself is over. If you haven't killed yourself yet, you're in this with us. So tighten up and get ready for the ride of your life. They have befuddled the masses, and start looking into some of these things. Fourth Industrial Revolution, Pnac, interstate compacts. Start looking into these things, all right? You got the time. You got the keywords right there. Start looking around out there, guys. Thanks a lot for listening, everyone. Take care. Keep both eyes, all three eyes open at all times. Pay attention. And I do hope that you're all doing good. Talk to you all soon. Bye.